Now on Sunrise and streaming on CrossroadsToday.com, a suspected gunman shot dead and a child is among the deceased after a deadly domestic incident in Florida Sunday. And this is the aftermath of a three-vehicle collision Friday in Fayette County. Hear what happened just moments before the vehicles collided. And turning now to Washington State, an assault weapon ban passes in the state Senate over the weekend. The bill now headed back to the House for further consideration.
And for the moment, keeping the first one Doppler radar on the dry side. The rain chances return today, small chances, but they're chances nonetheless. We'll talk about that in your week forecast coming up.
Someone is taking home the green jacket, but there's a whole lot of green to go.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Carolina Astrain. Today is the 10th day of April 2023. The time is now 6:31 on your Monday morning, and on this day in 1912, the RMS Titanic embarked on its maiden voyage. Wow, I can already hear that beautiful film score in my mind, Trey. Let's go ahead and get a look at that forecast. I can't get enough of that movie, Trey.
And their maiden voyage, I wonder what happened.
I don't think there was a second one, Trey.
I would say that's not going to happen. Yes, exactly. 65 degrees on the outside. Currently in Victoria, keeping it on the cloudy side. Easterly winds near 5 miles per hour. Dew points well in the 60s, so the humidity is still quite high. Looking at the humidity and the cloud cover around the region this morning. And there'll be a few rain showers today as a weak disturbance in the Gulf of Mexico passes by. Just a bit of instability with that for a pop-up rain shower here and there. If we get anything at all, the amounts will be very light, more like light drizzle or very light rain briefly. I'll run this model all the way through your Tuesday at 9 p.m. So Monday and Tuesday pretty much all together here. If you get anything at all less than the 10th of an inch, maybe right 10th of an inch at best, maybe in our far eastern counties along the coast especially. But the amount's very light and hardly even noticeable at all. But there's a slight chance in regardless of that. And we're looking at the winds currently. Well, let's see if we can go back on here and get the winds. There's the temperatures, of course, as we go throughout the day today. Cloudy skies, and here we go. Here's a low pressure area in the old front that passed through a couple of days ago out in the Gulf of Mexico. The low is going to kind of skirt the coast and give us cloudy skies and instability with the low pressure area. Give us a few rain showers today and tomorrow. Nothing too widespread or heavy or even dramatic at all. And we'll keep that in mind as we go through the next couple of days. And drier conditions after that. But coming toward the end of the week, another front moves through with perhaps better rain chances for us. We'll take a look at that in the full forecast to come later on again this half hour. Make it a great day today and a great Monday. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. 4 people are dead, including a child, after a domestic incident in Orlando, Florida, early Sunday. Officers were called to a home around 2:30 a.m. At the scene, officers heard gunshots from inside the residence before a person exited with a gun and began firing. Officers shot back and killed the suspect. Inside the home, 3 people were found with gunshot wounds. 2 adults died at the scene. The third victim, a child, was taken to the hospital where they died. The 2 officers involved in the shooting were not hurt and are on administrative leave pending an investigation. A cautionary warning for drivers in DeWitt County this morning. Some roadways are still impassable after last week's rainfall. The DeWitt County Sheriff's Office says Sandy's Creek on Cheapside Road near Bellevue Cemetery is too high to pass. 18-wheelers are urged not to go down these roads as there will be no way to turn around. The Sheriff's Office also says Sandy's Creek on Catholic Church Lane in Westhoff is also very high and not passable at this time. New this morning in Fayette County, a vehicle reportedly traveling the wrong way on US 290 before it was involved in a crash with 2 other vehicles. This photo of the aftermath of the crash, as you can see, this vehicle is a total loss. 1 vehicle even flipped. Authorities say the crash shut down US 290 eastbound near Round Top Road. Roadways shut down for about an hour and a half while crews worked to clear the wreckage. Injuries were reported, but authorities say everyone is expected to be okay. It happened Friday at around 1 a.m. The scene cleared by 2:30 that morning. Washington State Senate passed a bill Saturday that would ban the manufacturing and sale of guns defined as assault weapons. House Bill 1240 passed 27-21. Senate Republicans pushed back against the bill with 20 amendments, but only 2 passed. The bill bans the sale, manufacture, and import of assault weapons in the state. However, it does not ban the possession of an assault weapon, and it allows for ownership by law enforcement and military service members. The bill must now return to the House for further consideration. The Victoria Economic Development Corporation and surrounding areas are joining forces. 25 News Now spoke with both parties of the agreement, and they both say it's a great move for the community.
The Victoria Economic Development Corporation, or VEDC, and the city of Port Lavaca and Calhoun County have entered into a partnership agreement to ensure economic growth and collaboration for the region. One of their main goals is to bring jobs to the Crossroads.
VEDC, jobs are our capital, so anything that we can do to help retain the jobs that we have here or work with our partners to create job opportunities or new businesses to look at the greater Victoria region.
Calhoun County Judge Richard Meyer is now a full voting member of the VEDC Board of Directors and sits on the Regional Advisory Committee, meaning that Calhoun County now has a seat at the table.
Chemical plants, petroleum industry wanting to come in, there's no way Calhoun County can handle it all but on our own. Housing is a big deal, and it's got to be a regional deal or it won't work.
Judge Meyer says that the economic potential is so great in his county that VEDC on their side can ensure economic success, and there's room for growth, a unique opportunity for this coastal city.
The Matagorda Ship Channel and the port at Point Comfort is one of the only ports on the entire Texas coast that still has room available for expansion as far as business-wise.
VEDC is expanding to bring in all our Crossroads neighbors, so working out a deal with Edna and now Calhoun County and Port Lavaca, VEDC will eventually become VREDC, the Victoria Regional Economic Development Corporation, so that they can expand their reach and bring the entire Crossroads to another level of success and wealth.
It is in the contract that they will change the name to Victoria Regional Economic Development, which means a big deal, and that will draw more partners in. They're looking at like a 7-county area.
As Jonas says, we're stronger together.
If one company locates in Victoria, Edna, or Port Lavaca, it's better than one locating in Morgan City, Louisiana, Savannah, Georgia. We will all benefit in that labor shed. People will have an opportunity to fill those jobs and provide for those families. If any of us are successful, it benefits all of us.
So come to crossroadstoday.com to learn more about the VEDC and what they're bringing to the region. Adam Seibel reporting in Victoria, Texas, KAVU TV 25 News Now.
Pope Francis presided over Sunday's Easter Mass in Vatican City, St. Peter's Square. The Mass included 38,000 flowers donated by the Netherlands, as well as honor units of the Vatican Swiss Guards and the Italian Carabinieri police standing at attention. Pope Francis delivered remarks asking Russia to seek the truth about its invasion of Ukraine in his Easter message to the world. The 86-year-old Pope also made another push for dialogue between Israelis and Palestinians after recent violence. Pope Francis made a return to the public eye after being released from a 3-day hospitalization last Saturday due to bronchitis. All right, get your cell phone. We made it easy peasy to download the Crossroads Today app. All you have to do is scan this QR code and a link will pop up to download the app, and you can get the latest in news, weather, and sports. Learn about our ongoing contest right there on the app. Submit those news tips, which we love, and photos. And the time is now 6:38 on your Monday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. The fate of the Luther Hotel continues to hang in the balance.
ABC's Em Nguyen in Washington. The status of the most commonly used abortion pill is cast into uncertainty. How the Biden administration is stepping in. Coming up.
Take a look at the future tracking throughout the day. Cloudy skies, a few pop-up rain showers here and there. Nothing heavy, nothing severe. Just enough to keep the sidewalks and the windshields wet. Any more rain chances this week? That is a yes, the answer to that question. We'll give you the details on that more specifically coming up after the break.
Palace Bingo, where friends meet friends. And with over $500,000 in prizes given away every month, Palace Bingo is the place to be. We've got more chances to win. We've got cash payouts nightly. Palace Bingo in Victoria. Cash payouts nightly. Fantastic food and fun for the whole family. Come out for the fun and stay for the cash. Palace Bingo on Houston Highway in Victoria.
Palace Bingo, where winners take home over $500,000 each month.
Be a winner at Palace Bingo on the Houston Highway.
Palace Bingo, where friends meet friends.
In Texas, the future belongs to everyone, so we created the truck of the future for everyone. Ford F-150, part of America's best-selling trucks for 46 straight years. With an available 12-inch touchscreen and interior work surface, it puts the world at your fingertips. And now, there's a great in-stock selection to choose from at your best in Texas Ford dealer. Drive F-150 now with 0% financing plus $1,000 cash plus up to $1,000 accessories cash plus complimentary maintenance.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Victoria All Sports, South Texas's largest family-owned sporting goods store. Having served Victoria and surrounding counties since 1971, we're proud to continue to meet your firearms, hunting, fishing, camping, and outdoor apparel needs. Our friendly and knowledgeable outdoor experts can help you pick the perfect equipment for your next outdoor excursion, and that our in-house gunsmith services are available long after your purchase. Come get geared up at Victoria All Sports, located at 1902 Houston Highway, right here in Victoria.
At a time when misinformation is all too common on social media, we take great pride in bringing you the news that matters, that impacts your family, news you can trust. Local broadcast journalists bring you the facts, covering the stories breaking in our community and across the globe. Text TV to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on local journalism. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Good morning. Trey Mining here. Happy Monday. Let's take a look at the future tracker here to give you an idea of where the rain chances that are in the forecast for us, they're actually coming from. And it's a old front in the Gulf of Mexico with a weak low pressure area along the frontal zone. Close enough, but far away enough to not give us widespread rainfall, just a few rain showers here and there, creating more instability in the air because of that. And it'll continue to kind of roam around, make its way to the east, coming up by your late in the day, Tuesday into Wednesday. Northerly winds that come through, giving us some drier conditions behind the low. So looking pretty good for you Wednesday into your Thursday. Let's see if we can run this model all the way through coming up. No, it just goes to Wednesday or so. I wanted to show you the front that was going to come through on the weekend. Just trust me, it's going to come through about Saturday, Sunday with rain chances. One more look at the rivers right here. And at Riverside Park, Victoria, current stage of 22.82 feet. Expected to crest at 23.8 foot coming up for your Tuesday morning. And down in Bloomington, one more time. 22.49 foot is the current stage. Crest is 29.7 feet Tuesday morning. Flood stage is 20 feet, of course. Rivers begin to crest now and they're beginning to go down and return to their banks, so that's certainly good news. And our full forecast, by the way, comes up a little bit later on before we go this half hour. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. This morning, the Biden administration is fighting a federal judge's ruling in Texas to suspend the FDA's approval of mifepristone, one of the most commonly used drugs to end a pregnancy. Less than an hour after that ruling, another federal judge in a separate case in Washington state ordered the FDA to refrain from making any changes to the medication's availability. The conflicting decisions igniting what could be a lengthy and consequential legal battle.
This morning, dueling opinions from two federal judges casting the status of a key abortion medication into uncertainty. In Texas, U.S. District Judge Matthew Kacsmaryk ruled to suspend the FDA approval of mifepristone, a pill used in more than half the abortions in the U.S. Kacsmaryk indicated the FDA had ignored certain risks in approving the drug 23 years ago. The anti-abortion group that filed the lawsuit telling ABC News,
"We're happy to obtain that preliminary ruling from the district court, but we know obviously this is not the last stage and the last word on this issue, and we're ready to go to the next stage."
Almost simultaneously Friday, U.S. District Judge Thomas Rice in Washington state issued an injunction to protect the access of mifepristone. President Biden's administration furiously responding, saying the drug's approval was well supported by science and that this challenge comes too late, vowing to preserve access to the drug.
Every option is on the table.
The Justice Department immediately filing their appeal to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, which is set to weigh in this week.
This is not America. What you saw by that one judge in that one court in that one state, that's not America.
At least 13 states have mostly banned the use of the abortion pill. But if Kacsmaryk's ruling stands, Americans in states where abortion is legal also wouldn't have access to the medication. President Biden warning this is the next big step toward the national ban on abortion that Republican elected officials have vowed to make law in America. Leading medical organizations have condemned the Texas ruling to say the FDA-approved abortion pill is safe, and the Health and Human Services Secretary also warns the judge's decision could impact the FDA approval process for all drugs, from insulin to vaccines. Em Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
The fate of the Luther Hotel continues to hang in the balance this morning. Community members packed City by the Sea Museum in Palacios Saturday for a community meeting update on the hotel. The meeting included a panel of experts, including the development investment team, a historical architect who says the integrity of the hotel is still in good condition and can be preserved, and lawyers who also provided a legal update on the hotel. Roman McAllen is an advocate for the preservation of the Luther Hotel and says the foundation that is attempting to demolish the building isn't interested in restoring it.
You know, the foundation knew what they were doing. They've demolished historic buildings in Corpus, and they have a couple queued up for demolition there where they've dealt with fights. So they knew exactly what they were doing when they put the contract on this secretively. And now they want to wait in the wings for this to all die down. I think what stands out today is it's not likely to die down. There's a lot of empty land around Palacios, and there's a lot of places to put a new building. But this storefront, this frontage of historic buildings, and I understand they already own one down on the east side here they plan to take down. This is just a breathtakingly beautiful historic masonry structure.
The mayor and some city council members were in attendance Saturday. As it stands right now, the Luther Hotel has a temporary restraining order on it until June 22nd. Then the hotel could potentially be demolished. There is a hearing scheduled for next Friday, April 14th. Leading us to your viewer poll, do you think that the Luther Hotel should be demolished? Okay, let's take a look. 10% of you say yes, and 90% of you say no. We want to keep hearing from you. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to take part in our viewer poll. You can also scan the QR code. It's right there on your screen to take part. The time is now just about 6:47 on your Monday morning. Still to come, the Environmental Protection Agency taking steps to tighten restrictions on emission standards. Time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy birthday to my dad, Jose. Love you so much. Hope to see you soon. Proud of you.
And happy birthday to Taylor. Happy birthday to our sweet angel, sweetest girl I know. No change. Love from your mom, dad, and Tristan.
And happy birthday to country star Maren Morris. She is 33 today.
And happy birthday to Michelle. Enjoy your big day to the fullest. To see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, come to crossroadstoday.com. Click on More under Home to see the KVU submit your birthday.
I want to wish Claudia a happy birthday as well as Will. It is your birthday too. Happy birthday, everyone. The time is now 6:47 on your Monday morning. We'll be right back.
Let's grab some time at Peter Piper Pizza for some big wins, some birthday wishes, and some delicious scratch-made pizza. Here, we help make moments that are made to be shared. Like a large New York 3 cheese with pepperoni. So cheesy, so pepperoni-y, so delicious for just $15.79. Peter Piper Pizza. Pizza made fresh. Families made happy.
Next 5, Abbott Elementary's Janelle James, plus Reed Scott, and Friday.
You are family here. We love you, and I cheer you on endlessly.
You're proud I made it through the winter.
Join us for Ryan's farewell celebration.
If I'm gonna be honest, it was like October 1st, and Ryan came in with a Canada Goose coat and Uggs, and I said, he's not gonna make it.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Lori Vallow Daybell, charged with killing her 2 children, 7-year-old JJ and 17-year-old Ty Lee, will stand before a jury. Vallow Daybell also on trial for a 3rd murder for the killing of her husband Chad's previous wife Tammy. A separate trial will be held for her husband and children's stepfather, Chad Daybell, who is also accused in the murders. Prosecutors alleged all 3 murders were part of the couple's doomsday plot.
Can you tell me where your kids are, Chad and Lori?
In divorce papers, Vallow's ex-husband Charles said Lori believed she was a godlike figure who called the children zombies.
Ever since she's been involved in this doomsday cult, that is not the same Lori.
If convicted, Vallow could face life in prison without parole. And coming up at 7 a.m., Dan Abrams is here to talk about the trial. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Good morning, meteorologist Trey Mining here, and happy Monday, and 62 degrees currently in Victoria, but by 7 a.m. still hanging on to that number. 60s were all the way through the 9-10 a.m. hour. Then by lunchtime, we're well into the mid-70s and staying that way. Our daytime high around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, under cloudy skies, maybe a passing rain shower, maybe. Let's run the model all the way through, see nothing too widespread or dramatic out there, mostly light drizzle here and there, or maybe a light rain shower, nothing heavy, thankfully, and not as widespread or not as intense as the system we had the last part of last week. So it's kind of a similar system in a way that's tracking, but not the precipitation we had the last time, far different than that. 75 degrees today, northeasterly winds, cloudy skies, scattered rain shower here and there, 30% chances, all nothing heavy, I just mentioned, of course. And then for your night tonight, 58 degrees, cloudy skies and humid. And then for your day tomorrow, keeping the clouds in, 75 degrees, isolated rain shower chance. That'll take us through the day tomorrow. Dry by Wednesday, another front with cooler air coming up by Sunday.
The Environmental Protection Agency is expected to take steps in the coming days to tighten restrictions on emission standards. The proposed rule changes, if implemented, would require 2/3 of all new passenger vehicles sold in the U.S. to be electric by 2032. The New York Times was the first to report on the agency's proposal, the federal government not the only one trying to make changes. California regulators voted last year to ban the sale of new gasoline-powered cars by 2035 and to set interim targets to phase these cars out. Other states also are expected to adopt these new rules. Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. The Pentagon's Deputy Press Secretary released a statement regarding classified documents on the war in Ukraine.
You can enjoy endless entertainment and local news updates for free on our 17 over-the-air channels. Connect your TV antenna to your smart TV in 3 easy steps. Connect the coaxial cable from your antenna to the back of your TV. Select the menu button on your remote and navigate to the correct input of your antenna. Find the channel scan option and click it. Setting up your antenna will keep you entertained and informed with the latest weather updates and emergency information for free. Call or email for questions or more information. Stay connected and stay safe.
Every day we help kids navigate the realities of the world and make healthy, lifelong choices. Kids learn about alcohol, tobacco, and drugs in lots of ways, often from friends and siblings. While kids may hear lots of harmful information, parents do play a huge role in helping them make the right decision. Talking to your child, sitting down to a family meal at night just to discuss how their day went, or encouraging extracurricular activities can make all the difference.
Counterfeit prescription pills laced with fentanyl are killing our kids by the thousands across the nation. The pills look safe. Can you tell which one is real? Drug dealers are pushing these deadly pills on your kids' social media. It only takes one pill to kill. And it did. You can help stop the fentanyl epidemic. Talk to your kids about the dangers of counterfeit prescription pills. Visit onepillkilled.org.
This week on GMA, Abbott Elementary's Lisa Ann Walter and Katherine Hahn are both here live.
I was kind of into it.
Plus, Kristen Cavallari cooking things up, Denzel Washington, and an exclusive Celine Dion announcement. What will it be? This week, watch GMA.
And now it's time for today's question of the day. Give a shout out to your sibling on National Sibling Day. Okay, so Tasha's giving a shout out to Samantha Marie and her brother Dale. Bridget's giving a shout out to Paul, Chris, and Gabe. And also Tommy is getting a shout out from his sister Melanie. Patricia's giving a shout out to Sandy and her two brothers, Leonard and Joe. And Mary Helen is giving a shout out to Judy, Sylvia, and Diana, and also a heavenly shout out to her brother Rudolph, who she loves and misses. Angelica giving a shout out to her brothers Tomas and Orlando. And her mom, Leticia's giving a shout out to her mom. Okay, Trey, I'm going to attempt to name all my siblings.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, there's Jackie, Orlando, me, Martha, Jose, and then Diego, Rodrigo, and Annie. There, I did it, Trey.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Way to go. Thank you, Carolina. I have one sibling, Amy. Give my shout out to her. Have a great day, sweetheart. Stay tuned tomorrow for another great question of the day to get your day going for your Tuesday.
The Pentagon's deputy press secretary released a statement Sunday as authorities investigate a leak involving classified documents on the war in Ukraine. More than 50 Pentagon documents were leaked, and many of them were labeled top secret. The classified documents were posted online and revealed details of the U.S. spying on Russia's war machine in Ukraine and secret assessments of Ukraine's combat power, as well as intelligence gathering on America's allies, including South Korea and Israel. Sabrina Singh, Deputy Pentagon Press Secretary, says the Department of Defense continues to review and assess the validity of the photographed documents, adding that the Department of Defense's highest priority is the defense of our nation and of our national security. Singh also noted that a criminal investigation has opened. Leaders at the University of Oklahoma released a statement Sunday confirming that Friday's active shooter incident was a swatting call. The university president says that with assistance from the FBI, it was confirmed to be a false alarm swatting hoax. It is believed that the calls originated from outside of the U.S. Although it was a false alarm, the investigation is expected to continue for some time. The university president thanked the University Police Department and the University Campus Safety Department, as well as officers from other area law enforcement agencies that responded to the scene. A majority of Nashville Metropolitan Council members will vote to reinstate Justin Jones to the Tennessee State Legislature. Jones was expelled from the House of Representatives last week over his protest on the chamber floor against gun violence. 23 members of the 40-seat Metropolitan Council confirmed to sources on social media that they plan to vote to reinstate Jones to the legislature. The council, which currently has 39 members, will hold a special meeting today to discuss an interim replacement for Jones's seat. The council is expected to take action to suspend the rules at the meeting to vote on a successor to fill Jones's seat instead of holding a month-long nomination period. Victoria County Commissioners meet today at 10 a.m. at the Victoria County Courthouse. We have some items from the agenda. They will authorize to advertise for bids of the annual supply of road materials for all Victoria County precincts, and they will also consider approval of the CPS hazards contract for the Victoria County Public Health Department. If you cannot attend Commissioners Court today in person, the meeting will be available via Zoom. And we want to invite you to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone. Just search Crossroads Today Plus. And now we have time for a final check of our forecast with Trey. Trey, we had several days of rain, a little bit of a kind of crisp springtime weather outside. What can we expect on this Easter Monday?
Well, looking like and feeling like warmer temperatures than we have been seeing, definitely on the rise there. So bringing some light rain chances back in our forecast area today. 70s by the afternoon, as you see right there. And then a slight rain chance throughout the day, cloudy skies all day long. So let's take a look at your forecast right quick, specifically for today. 75 degrees, scattered rain shower here and there. Overnight lows will be in the 50s near 60 degrees. And tomorrow, a few rain showers here and there coming up for your Tuesday. And the rest of the week, drier by Wednesday, another rain chance by the weekend. Make it a great day today. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey, and thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful start to your week. Make it a fantastic Easter Monday. I know school is out for a lot of y'all, so enjoy your family time and be sure to check us out at 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10.